Well, for starters, yeah, the move is in full swing, as you can tell. The wall is gone. The pop wall is gone. So, it's it's all coming down. It's all coming down. But as you can see, we've got a comic review for you all. Well, I've got a comic. There's no no Venom here. This is another comic that was sent to me by my good friend Chris, Mount Vernon Kid. Chris, thank you again for these books. And yeah, we're going to be doing a review of The Rise of Ultraman. So The Rise of Ultraman, as most of you guys would probably know already, this is the Marvel Universe take on Ultraman. Now, this doesn't take place in the Marvel Universe, but we are getting a Marvel Ultraman crossover this year. I don't know if that's going to be in the same continuity of these books, because that one in the cover, like the promotional artwork, featured Bemular, which we'll get to him in a minute, because that's kind of impossible, and Ultraman Taro, who has not appeared yet in these books. I think they've just now gotten to Ultra 7. But anyway, let's talk about Rise of Ultraman, the first book. This is from Kyle Higgins, which, when they announced Kyle Higgins, who had done phenomenal work on Power Rangers and literally just brought... I think that's why the heads at Marvel were like, yeah, let's get Higgins. Let's get Kyle Higgins to do a new take on Ultraman. Because, yeah, he brought a franchise from the 90s and modernized it and gave it new life. Yeah, he was kind of an obvious pick for the book. And he does know his shit, but then again, that might be some stuff from the co-writer of this book. What's his name? Because I've literally forgotten. The co-writer, Matt Groom, who also seems to be an Ultraman fanatic. Anyway... I also find it funny, real quick, that we have... It's not a Marvel book that's being promoted. It's literally the Ultraman series on their YouTube channel that is being promoted. So I find that hilarious. That it's kind of clear who's kind of like watching this franchise, and we do know that Tsuburaya Industries is like really making a push to make Ultraman have a new franchise. So what is this take on The Rise of Ultraman? So The Rise of Ultraman is centered around, of course, Shin Hayata and Kiki, who are, in this continuity, childhood friends who found their way to the Science Patrol, which is a secret organization to battle kaiju that keep coming into our world. Now, during one night, Shin, who was a failed agent, or an agent who couldn't get into the USP, joins Kiki in meeting seeing the Ultrasphere, and rather than it having Shin be killed by the ship, it's the other way around. Shin accidentally kills Ultraman, and the two bond from there, and together they're trying to unravel this like conspiracy in order to figure out why kaiju are coming to Earth and why the USP is so secretive. Now, it's kind of clear that, yeah, the USP in this continuity seem to be up to something, and I don't know if this got revealed yet in Mystery of Ultraman. I haven't gotten that far. I haven't even gotten to Trials of Ultraman yet, so for all I know, it could be revealed there. But yeah, I think the director of the Science Patrol in this continuity is really Alien Zarab. I do think it is probably going to be revealed that he's Zarab, if not it hasn't been revealed already. Again, I'm waiting for Mystery of Ultra 7 to come out in trade, which will be in fucking May. So, just gotta wait on that one. Anyway, so Mystery of Ultra 7 is the book I'm kind of waiting for, because Ultra 7 might... The more I think about it, like, yeah, I think Ultra 7 might be my favorite of the Ultra Brothers. But Ultraman in here, I feel like... And it's kind of a weird way to put it, but I feel like I wouldn't like this if I was reading this in single issues, because yeah, Shin doesn't become Ultraman until the third issue. It's a lot of build up in here, and there's a good action. There's a lot of good character building. I really do enjoy that, but like I said, if I was reading this issue to issue, like single issues, I feel like I'd be like, yeah, that feels, this feels like it would read better in trade, and guess what? It does. So, it actually reads so much better in trade, because it's dialogue heavy. It almost, like, I had to remind myself, oh yeah, this isn't a Bendis book, which is weird, because Kyle Higgins is really good at not only storytelling and dialogue, but also action sequences, as evident in the Power Rangers comics. So I'm like, this feels more like a Bendis book than a Higgins book, and I for the life of me, I don't know why. But yeah. But when we have action in here, when we get action in these comics, it's fucking worth it, because it is some great kinetic action. I do like how in here that we do get to see more of Shin's, like, kind of like fun personality and how it interacts with the Ultra. I also do like that there is a lot of care for each monster. Although I will say that they do treat Bemular as like the big final boss, which makes sense. He was one of the first monsters for Ultraman to fight. And yeah, it is a really fun and very well done book. The artwork by sorry, I forgot the name. The artwork by Francisco Mana and artwork by Espen Grundagen. I cannot pronounce these fucking names sometimes. It's really vibrant. It's very this bright, vibrant artwork. Although a part of me does wish, because I did see a cover of from Art Adams, who is a really good monster artist. I really do, like, I read the comic and I saw that cover, that variant cover from Ultraman, Rise of Ultraman, and I was like, I would not be opposed to seeing Art Adams do artwork for an Ultraman book on the interior, because he's really good at that. Like, obviously he did a lot of work for Godzilla he did some cover work for IDW Godzilla, but he did the interior artwork for the Dark Horse Godzilla. Anyway, I'm getting off topic. It's a decent book. If you are an Ultraman fan or starting to get more into Ultraman, I would say give this a shot. But I would say read the trade and not the single issues. Trials of Ultraman is out. I will also say that it's kind of weird that this isn't treated like this is just 5-issue miniseries, which again is kind of a little bit of a detriment, because I feel like this could breathe a little more if it had like one more issue. Like maybe if these were 6-part miniseries, this could breathe a little more. But and also I'm surprised they're not making this an ongoing and just a series of miniseries. But who am I to say? Maybe that was from Subaraya Industries or something. But anyway, so you guys tell me in the comments below. If you've read Rise of Ultraman, comment below, let me know what you guys thought of it. Other than that, I'm Mr. Multiverse. Chris, thank you again for this book, and I'll see you next time in the Multiverse.